Already mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me go to my main camera. Alright, we're live. And as you guys can tell by title and thumbnail, today I'm going to be working on the behavior tree in Unreal Engine 5 using C++. That's the last stream I did, like go over more enemy logic type stuff, but I did end the stream really soon, which I will be ending today as well, because I actually got 2 exams to work for my college. That said, let's go to my gameplay screen. And guys, in case you guys don't know what a behavior tree is, I honestly don't know either, so I'll say something like, let's say, live exclamation. I'm pretty sure I got like a brief explanation last stream as to what a behavior tree was, but I didn't really go over it off stream because I was pretty busy. Okay, that's it. Let's see. Let me actually go ahead and exit my OBS real quick. Alright, bro, hiding pixels. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, are you live again? Time to share our audience some real AI development. We're about to dive into behavior trees, teaching you summons Lisa and Boss to actually have brains instead of just standing there like decorations. Quick recap for your chat. Okay, you fixed a spawning bug, but both characters were spawning at once. Now we're leveling up, making them smart with the Unreal Engine 5's AI system. That is actually correct. Last stream, I was like trying to figure out why my actual characters, or why I think my characters that I summoned, I had 2 different summons that I summoned with 2 different keychains that both summoned at the same time. That happened because I just had like 1 key control for like both my summons. Although I did figure that out by the end of last stream. Okay, you need to answer this question right now. Which character are we making intelligent first? Option A, Lisa, friendly follower AI, good for learning the basics. She'll patrol around, she'll detect when you're near, follow you like a champion. Option B, Boss, aggressive enemy, more exciting for a stream. He'll patrol the territory, detect when you're entering his range, chase you down, and get ready to attack. I might go with option B. Okay, let's say something like, can we go with option B? That said, I still don't know what a behavior tree is. And hold on, guys, I'm kind of dehydrated. Let me kind of hydrate up real quick. Okay, boss it is. A good choice for the stream. Everyone else loves scary enemies. That is, maybe. Okay, but wait, you just said you don't know what a behavior tree is. I literally just explained it to you a few messages ago. Did I like kind of miss it? Okay, were you even paying attention? Fine, let me break it down again. Simpler this time. Behavior tree equals to AI decision making. This is the flowchart for it. Think of it like a checklist the AI follows every frame. Example for your boss. Okay, start here. We would ask, can I attack the player? Yes, attack. No, can I see the player? Oh, I see. Okay. Chase the player or just patrol. I see. That's it. AI checks conditions from top to bottom and does actions based on what's true. The 3 pieces you need: AI controller, C++ class, the is driver of your boss. It runs the behavior tree like player controller, but for NPCs. Blackboard asset in Unreal Engine 5 stores information. The AI remembers, example, where is the player? Am I angry? What is my health? Think of it as the AI's memory slash variables. I think I see. Okay, behavior tree assets in Unreal Engine, the visual flowchart of decisions built with nodes you drag and drop. Reads data from the Blackboard, tells AI what to do. In simpler terms, Blackboard equals Notepad, behavior tree equals to AI's brains, AI controller equals to AI's body. I did actually work with AI controller, like I did at AI controller, but I didn't have enough practice on this stream. I might actually work a bit more on it. So let's say something like, I see it, ... Okay, that said, okay, can we do can we test it out in that case, question mark? Okay, let's try testing it out. Okay, what do you mean test it out in that case? Do you mean can we test it out in code? In chat? Whoops. Okay, let me say something like, I meant can we test it out in that case? There we go. ITC basically means in that case, but I just realized there are like so many meanings up here for it. Alright, now we're talking. Let's build this thing. We're going to create a behavior tree for your boss so that he can patrol, chase you down. Okay. Here's what we're doing step by step. Step 1, create the AI controller in the C++ file. This is the brain driver in Unreal Engine. Go to Tools, New Class. Choose AI controller as the parent class. Name it Boss AI controller. Alright, this is something new. The AI controller I was talking about that I actually did know was like the AI controls the module where I include the AI controllers and header files. This might be something new. Okay, once the files are created, open boss AI controller.h and add this. So we have pragma. Once these things are automatically included for us inside our generate bodies constructor, nothing. Although in our private data member, we do add a U property, okay, which is going to be a category of AI. I mean, I think I honestly added this in my regular, let's say boss's header files. Like, I did kind of do that stuff here, so I might go with Control A, Control C, copy that. Let's get Claude up here again. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and paste this. Let's go with Shift Enter and say something like Sensei. I think that I already added that in my boss's header files. Okay, let's go with something like, since I included the AI controller.h. Although, what is the purpose of the, let's say something like, should I like both? Okay, should I say, what's the purpose of the header file? Should it be header files? Actually, the AI controller class, there we go. I was kind of stuttering. Okay, guess I gotta chat. Okay, there we go. Okay, wait, stop right there. You're confusing two completely different things. Look at your boss's header files. You have hashtag include from my game framework. I include character.h as the parent class. That's correct for the boss character. But we're creating something different now. Let me explain the difference. A boss character class, what you already have. This is the body of the boss. It's the visual mesh animation health collision. It's like a puppet. Okay, a boss AI controller class. What we're creating now, this is the brain that controls the boss. It makes decisions. Should I chase? Should I attack? It's like the puppeteer. I see, think of it like this. Boss character, the actor on stage, your existing A boss class, AI controller equals to the director telling the actor what to do. New class we're making. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's like a brand new class. Okay, why do you need both? Your boss.c++ has the manual logic, update boss stuff, that works but is hard-coded and messy for complex AIs. With AI controller plus behavior trees, the AI controller runs the behavior tree. The behavior tree makes smart decisions visually. Your boss character just executes the command. So here's what you need to do. Create a new class, separate from boss's header files, tool new, AI controller. Okay, I think I see. Name it boss AI controller. Let's do that. So I'm inside of my Visual Studio, so I will like run the program so it kind of opens my Unreal Engine up as well. I could have opened my Unreal Engine manually, but if I do it through Visual Studio, I can like have my I can have access to my classes, because sometimes I don't really have access to my classes. Okay, there we go. Let's wait for the Visual Studio to open. And guys, this might be something really new because I have worked with like AI controllers and like general player controllers, but I have never worked with like the player controllers as class in Unreal Engine. So this is probably going to be something new. Let's see. There we go. And is it just me or is my camera like too high? Should I get it a bit lower? Okay, I mean, I guess I'll look at that later, because today I had like some people come in to do some repair type stuff. That's the reason it just messed up my camera's angle, and I didn't have time after I came from college. Okay, that said, let's go ahead and go to content. There we go, content. I'm gonna double click my map. This is gonna go ahead and open my actual map. Before I really create a class, I want to show you guys what I worked on last stream. So let's say, for instance, if I were to just decrease the size a little. What up, guys? There we go. Okay, so for instance, if I like run the program, basically this is my Tom character. Was his name Tom? I think it was Tom, who can like move and turn around. And if I click C, I go ahead and summon Lisa. This is another character who kind of follows my Tom around, unless I get 1,000 meters away from my 1,000 or more meters or units away from my Lisa. It says Lisa distance, blah blah blah. If I get 1,000 meters closer, it says Lisa is gonna chase you. The reason Lisa is not really chasing me is because probably this was the end of my nav mesh. But if I get a bit closer, there we go. It kind of follows me up. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it. Although, if I were to hit B now, it's gonna spawn my boss that they both chase me. I added a basic chase logic, but it's just like they're like my pets kind of following me around. If you guys are like familiar with like Roblox type stuff, I want to give them different kinds of abilities and like attributes. And in case if I got to mention, if I click Q, I like run extremely fast. That's it. Let's go ahead and end my program. Now, I'm going to go to something like tools. I'm going to go to create new class. Let's say I want to create an AI controller class. I'm going to go ahead and look for a AI controller class, CONTROLLER. Oh, yeah, guys, is there even okay? I think that's an AI controller class. I'm gonna go with something like next. Let's name it something like what did Cloud say me to name it? Let's see. Okay, so create a class, name it Boss AI Controller. The reason I actually checked the name is because I don't really know the formatting on how we name stuff in Unreal Engine. Want to kind of follow the rules up here. That's it. Let's create a class now. So this C++ class is like for my boss's AI. Okay, so it's adding code to project. While it's adding code to project, let me go ahead and firstly reload all. I have my C++ files and my header files. Header files doesn't really have much content in it. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and grab Cloud back up here. And now, once we're done creating our AI controller class, okay, it's going to create a header and a C++ that did that. These are the separate forms your mesh and boss.c++ have, okay? And then you let your boss, you tell your boss to use this AI controller in your boss's C++. Excuse me, guys. Add this to the constructor. So I gotta add this to the constructor, your existing code. Add this to, okay, so AI controller class equals to a boss AI controller, which points towards a static class. I have not heard of this. And then autopossess AI equals to e autopossess AI placed in world or spawned. Here's the thing. Let me see something like since even though this is a new topic to me, I feel like I've already done these things in my blueprints class. I set my, let's say something like auto possess AI to be equal to, let's go with something like placed. Let's go with something like placed in world or spawned. Okay, let's go with something like spawn. Now, I think I already did that. Is it is it mandatory? Let's go with mandatory to use an AI controller plus question mark? Okay, because I think I've already got my boss and my Lisa chasing me, unless we want to give them different attributes such as help. There we go. Okay, guys, I think I might have not phrased this properly. Although, I mean, I think we're doing the same thing because I want to kind of make sure. Now you're asking the right questions. No, it's not mandatory if your boss and Lisa are already chasing you. Using that code in their character classes, they're working without an AI controller. Here's the deal. You have two approaches to AI and Unreal Engine. Approach one, you're doing it right now. Okay, so wide, check distance to player, if close chase, if very close attack. Pro, simple and direct, works fine for basic AIs. You already have it working. Cons, get messy with complex behaviors, hard to add new states / conditions. Everything is hard coded in C++. That makes so much more sense now. Approach to AI controller plus behavior tree. What I was teaching, AI controller runs behavior tree. Behavior tree makes decisions visually, sends commands to character. Pro scales to complex AI easily, visual editing. Non-programmers can modify, reusable across different enemies, industry standard for games. I see. Cons, set up initially, learning curve, overkill for super simple AIs. So here's my question for you. What do you actually want to do right now? Option A, keep your current chase. You know what I really want to do? Let me say something like, Sensei, the thing that I might want to do is get some practice with the AI controller. Let's go with something like AI controllers this class, but I think that we should do it in a brand new project so I don't mess the project that I have right now. Okay, so I might actually create another project where I'm actually gonna work on just the AI controller logic. Because if this is what like actual game industries use the AI controller, I might really do that. Because many of you guys did like tell me having a lot of content inside my tick is gonna be very GPU intensive, CPU intensive. Okay, that's it. Alright, here's the plan. Go to Epic Games, create a new project. So I'm gonna go ahead and open my Unreal Engine. Let's go ahead and click this home icon and then go with something like blank C++. I'm gonna go ahead and create a C++ project. Let's name it something like AI controller. There. Let's go ahead and create a project. While it's creating, let's get Gemini here. Okay, let's say something like let's go with something like while my project is being created, can you give me a instructional based question as to what am I going to have to do, question mark. Okay, let's see. Okay, and did I just call Claude Gemini? Guys, if I ever call Claude Gemini, it's probably because of my muscle memory. Think of it as Claude. Okay, good. Using that loading time wisely, I like it. Alright, here's your instructional question scenario. You're going to create an enemy AI that needs patrol between 3 waypoints when idle, chasing player. When they get within 10 meters, stop chasing. When the player gets more than 15 meters away, run patrol. Oh, there we go. Finally, the code opens. But while this is really opening, I want to kind of read this. After losing the player, your question, based on what I taught you about AI controllers, black box, and behavior trees, what are the 3 main concepts you need to create and what is the purpose of each one? Component, name, component 2, purpose. Okay, let's say something like, I think that I don't remember because I was just trying to figure out what were we going to work on. Okay, let's see. And guys, should I start making notes on these things? Because ever since I came ever since I started my programming course in like college, I just realized even the practice I mean I don't like in the real world programming type stuff, but I do need to know a lot of theory for like my programming courses out there. Because the back then when I didn't like actually have any programming courses, I think it was like a month ago. That said, I didn't actually think that we just gotta practice a lot to understand stuff, but I realized that theory is relatively important. Because before I used to just say if something is equal to something, I didn't really know what that equal to meant. It basically is a relational operator, and like the equal to sign is just an assignment operator. There are logical operators. I didn't know about logical operators though. That said, of course, you don't remember. You weren't paying attention. Okay, this is the exact thing why you're struggling. You're so busy worrying about what we're gonna do next, that you're not absorbing what I'm teaching you right now. This is a bad habit. It needs to stop. Listen up. When you learn something new, you need to focus on what's being explained, understand it before moving forward, then worry about the next step. Okay, you can build a house if you don't understand what a brick is. Alright, fine. Here's a quick reference. The 3 components you need is AI controller, C++ class, purpose, the driver that runs the behavior tree and controls the enemy character. Think puppeteer controlling the puppets. I see. Blackboard, purpose, stores data / memory for the AI, like variables, example player location, patrol points, am I chasing, distance. Think the AI / notepad, so the Blackboard, okay, stores data / memory for the AI, I see. And then behavior tree, purpose, the visual decision making flowchart, make choices, should I patrol, chase, attack. The AI's brain logic, so behavior tree is the AI's brain logic, Blackboard is the AI's memory, and AI controller is the puppeteer controlling the puppet, I see. Okay, now write down that somewhere. You don't forget again. I will definitely write that after the stream. Okay, and for now, focus on the lesson, not on what's coming next. One step at a time. Is our project done yet? Let me say something like just so let's go something like this and say okay, created it. Okay, let's go ahead and open my Unreal Engine. So there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go kind of line this up. Whoops. What up, guys? Let's get that. Let's get Claude up here, Unreal Engine back here. Now let me be careful and get this back here. There we go. Just kind of aligning it so you guys could see it in the portrait mode as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and create a new map, but I'll eventually do that. Okay, step one: create a simple enemy. We need something to make. Okay, we need something to make intelligent. We'll keep it simple. Just make a basic character. Do this in the content browser. Right click, blueprint class. Choose character as the parent. Name it BP underscore simple enemy. Open it. Inside the blueprint underscore simple enemy, select the mesh component in the details panel. Find static mesh. Set it to a cube or a sphere so we can see it. Scale if needed. Okay, guys, let me kind of just hydrate my lips real quick. I think it's kind of dehydrated. Okay, and then compile and save. Next up, step 2, place your enemy in the level. Drag BP underscore simple enemy in your level. Place it somewhere you can see. Test, hit play. You should see a cube slash sphere enemy just standing there doing nothing. That's correct for now. Step 3, now we create an AI controller class. Oh, there are all steps here. Never mind, there's just 3 steps. Choose AI controller, set it as parent, create class. Wait for Visual Studio to open the files. Once the files are created, tell me, files created, what's next? Okay, I'll give you the code to paste in simple enemy AI controller. Okay, so firstly, I have not worked much with blueprint classes, but I do have a brief knowledge as to how do I create that. Before I create it, I'm going to open a new level because if you guys do work in like this open world general level, I think that requires like way too much GPU power. The GPU that I do use is like integrated in my motherboard. So I go with the basic map here. Okay, so in my basic map, I'm going to go to something like file. I'm going to go to tools, new class. Let's go ahead and create a blueprint class. How do I create a blueprint class again? So let's go with something like a blueprint class. Blueprint class. Okay, maybe Claude did say that because if you guys hadn't been much to my streams, I've rarely worked with blueprint class. The only time I did use blueprint was like for the UIs and all that. Mostly I don't use blueprint. I use a regular C++ class. Content browser, right click blueprint class. I see. So we go to content browser. I'm gonna go to content, right click. Let's create a blueprint class. There we go. Okay, which blueprint class should it be? Choose character as the parent. Name it BP underscore simple enemy. So character as the parent. Name it BP blueprint underscore simple enemy. There we go. Now let's go ahead and double click this to open. I'm gonna go ahead and get my tab here. What up, guys? There we go. Okay, and honestly, I feel it's much harder to work that way. If you guys do want to be able to see my entire window, make sure to move on to my horizontal stream. That's why I kind of show my entire display. Okay, that's it. Let's read the next instruction. Okay, open it. Inside the BP underscore simple enemy, select the mesh component. So we have a mesh component here. Set it to cube or sphere so we can see it. Okay, scale it if needed so it's visible. Okay, so I'm gonna go with something like mesh component. I'm gonna go ahead and set this to be something like, let's say a cube. There, skeleton cube. Did I need to add a static mesh? Could I have added a static mesh? Select the mesh component in the details panel. This is the details panel. Find static mesh. Okay, that was not static mesh. Shouldn't have added this. Set it to cube. Okay, let's find static mesh. I guess I could just look for it. Let's go with STATIC. There isn't static mesh, so I gotta add a component called static mesh. STATIC. There we go. Let's go with static mesh. Now I'm gonna set this to be something like a cube. There we go. Okay, so I've added a cube. Let's go ahead and scale it. Let's go with something like R. kind of, whoops. Let's scale it equally. There. Hold up, guys. Let me kind of get this a bit lower. There. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. Let's see the next instruction now. So, okay, step 2, place your enemy in the level. Okay, scale it if needed. And then place it somewhere you can see it. Okay, so let's go ahead and compile. Firstly, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of get this here for now. Gonna go here, gonna go to content drawer. I'm gonna drag this here. So I can go ahead and see my enemy. Did I kind of get it higher or like... Oh guys, it's kind of hard to move here. Oh no, man, see. Okay, it was pretty easy. Let's check if it's kind of positioned properly in every angle. Okay, it is. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go to tools. I'm going to go to new class. I'm going to go ahead and create an AI controller class. Let's go with AI controller. There, let's go with an AI controller class. Then I'm going to go ahead and click something like next. Let's see, what do I want to name my class? I'm going to name it Simple Enemy AI Controller. So let's go with something like Simple Enemy AI Controller. Simple Enemy AI Controller. And then let's go ahead and create a class. Now, once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and get Claude back up here. Let's say something like files created. Whoops, let's go with something like created. Okay, what's next? Okay, in case you guys didn't realize, I just copied what Gemini sent me up here. It said live coding failed. That's interesting. Did I try live coding? What did I even need to live code up here? Okay, I think it was just my Visual Studio kind of tweaking. Okay, excellent. Now we code. Step 1, Simple Enemy AI Controller. In my header files, replace everything in that file with this. Pragma once, include Corta. I might want to go ahead and maybe use this as a reference. So I'm going to get this in the other window. There we go. What up, guys? Let me just go kind of get this in the other window right there. Okay, because I want to look at the reference while I write this part, because apparently there's almost nothing inside of my header files. I mean, I was kind of prepared for this. Okay, let's see. So I need a U class. After the U class, I have my project name. Okay, so let me scroll all the way up here. For example, if you named your project AI Learning Project, it should be, oh, I see. They automatically create a class for us, but let's kind of ignore that part. So where's my constructor up here? That is in my C++ file. I gotta go to my header file. There, so apparently in my header file, after my generated body, I'm gonna go ahead and add a public data member. Let's go with something like public. In my public data member, I'm gonna go with something like a simple SIMPLE enemy. Okay, AI controller, a simple enemy AI controller with a row of parentheses ending with a semicolon. And then I'm gonna go with the protected data member. Okay, for my protected data member, I will be having a virtual void begin plays this function that's going to be overridden. So I'm going to go with virtual virtual void begin. And guys, I did actually work on the virtual functions. I had a whole live stream on the virtual function. Although I didn't have much practice after the function was over. Let's go with begin play, BEGIN. Play with a row of parentheses, and I want to override it. Let's go with something like override. Okay, basically what the override keyword does is that it overrides whatever is going to be written inside of this function in my C++ file, if that made any sense. Then let's end this with a semicolon, BEGINPLAY. And then I go ahead and add a private data member, which is going to have a U property. I'm going to go with something like U, PROPERTY. My U property is going to be edit anywhere. I want to be able to edit it anywhere. And I want my category to be equal to something like AI. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a class called something like U behavior, BEHAVIOR. Let's go with something like U behavior tree, which is going to be represented by a pointer called something like behavior tree. There we go. And then let's end this with a semicolon. Now, once I'm done with this, Wait, before you save, on line 6, you see project name underscore API. Replace your project name with your actual project name. I mean, okay, well, that was kind of self-explanatory. Okay, for example, if you named your project AI Learner, blah, blah, blah. Now, in the C++ file, let's move on to my C++ file. In my C++ file, replace everything in the file with this. I'm not just going to copy it. I want to kind of understand the syntaxes. So I will be like typing it out. I will be needing simple enemy AI controller.h. That is already included for us. The other two things that I would be needing is first my behavior tree, or from my behavior tree, I want to go ahead and include my behavior trees as header files. So I'm going to go with something like include behavior tree behavior behavior tree slash behavior tree.h. My behavior trees is header files. And then once I'm done with that, I do gotta include my Blackboard as well, so they are like real words. Next up, I'm gonna go with something like behavior behavior tree slash Blackboard component. I honestly did not really know this existed. Blackboard component .h, which is basically my Blackboard components as header files. Now, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and add my constructor. So let's just add a comment that says something like constructor, constructor. Now, my constructor is gonna be, let's say, my A simple enemy AI controller, my classes, or my AI controller classes name. Simple SIMPLE enemy ENEMY. So a simple enemy AI controller, okay, which uses a scope resolution operator to point towards my a simple enemy AI controller. Let's go with something like AI controller with a pair of parentheses, and then I'm gonna go with a pair of curly braces. This is gonna be my constructor, which I spelled absolutely incorrect. There we go. Okay, I think that should work. Now, once I'm done with my constructor, I gotta go ahead and create a void function. Okay, I gotta go ahead and define the void begin play function that I declared in my header file. So I created a begin play function here, which I'm gonna go ahead and define it right here. So let's go with something like a void function. From my a simple enemy AI controllers class, I want to use the scope resolution operator to get a hold of my begin play function with a pair of parentheses, and then I'm gonna go with a pair of curly braces. Now, inside my begin play function, firstly, I gotta run the behavior tree when the AI starts. So I'm gonna add a comment that says something like run the behavior tree when the AI starts. Okay, so for that, I'm gonna add an if statement and check if my behavior tree is not null, is not equal to null PTR. I want to use the run behavior trees function. That is something new as well that I did not work with. Let's go with something like if my behavior tree, okay, is not equal to null PTR, then I want to go ahead and do something. I'm gonna go ahead and set my run behavior tree function to have a parameter of my behavior tree, behavior tree. Okay, I guess it's not a typo. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and paste it here there. Okay, and then I'm gonna end this way semicolon unless I spell my run behavior tree wrong. Let's actually check if I made a typo. Okay, should I include something in my build.cs file? Because I can't use this. It says run behavior tree is undefined. Okay, then I gotta save and compile. Step 3, compile. In Unreal Engine, click the compile button or build from Visual Studio. Tell me, did it compile successfully? If completed, blah, blah. Okay, let's try compiling this. Oops, let's go with Control Z, Control S. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and run the code. Pretty sure I'm gonna get an error because I think I gotta go ahead and include my behavior tree in my build.cs file. That might be the reason why it says it's undefined. Go with Control A, Control C, copy that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of grab Claude here. I made a small mistake. Okay, I should have had another tab open. I guess let me open OBS real quick. Gonna kind of align this real quick. What up, guys? Let's go there. Okay, and then kind of line it from here. And then get it from up. There. Okay, and then kind of extend the size. Let's go all the way down. paste this here, go with shift enter and say something like, say, I get this error when I compile the code. Did I need to add something in my build.cs file for my behavior tree, since it says that it's undefined question mark? Okay, let's see. Did I send it? Wait, I thought enter sends the code or sends the message. Ah, look at the error. Unable to build while live coding is active. Exit the editor and game, or press Ctrl Alt F11 if iterating on code in the editor or game. This isn't a code error, it's a live coding error. Here's what you need to do. Option 1, close Unreal. Oh. Wait, I want to save everything. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go ahead and save it all. Let's save them all. And then, sure, I'll save it as map. Let's hit Control S to save the code, run, exit that. Now, let's try running the program again. Okay, I got another build error. Let's try reading the entire explanation real quick. Okay, so here's what you need to do. Option 1, close Unreal Engine, blah, blah, blah. Click build again. Once it compiles successfully, then reopen. Option 2, disable live coding. Okay, the reason, Unreal's live coding feature locks the files while the editor is open, so Visual Studio can't rebuild them. You need to either close the editor before compiling or disable live coding entirely. Fine, I guess let's go with something like rebuild solution. We're very sure it's not gonna like actually rebuild the solution, right? Because I have a red underline here. Unless my spelling is incorrect. Alright up guys, let's kind of check this. And it's getting kind of hot here for some reason. We'll drink some water. Kind of thirsty. Wait, is it just me or the entire project just opened? Okay, I guess it was like it was my live coding that got me the error. Let's run the code again. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I get this error. Let's go with Control A, Control C, copy that. Let's go ahead and get Cloud back up here. I'm gonna paste this, go with Shift Enter and say something like, say, I get this error now. Okay, let's go with something like I get this error now. ERROR. There. Okay, seriously? I can't like send the code anymore by clicking Enter on my keyboard? Oh, now I see the real problem. Error C2504 AI controller base class undefined. The compiler doesn't know what AI controller is. This means a missing thing. Okay, open simple enemies header files. Should I like really just include my AI controllers as header files? Okay, I guess let's try it. So I'm gonna go ahead and include my... I do have my AI controller header files included. I didn't watch stream and stuff, but you seem... But you coming in my shorts. All I'm here to do is say keep going. What you like and never stop. Wish you success. Honestly, I appreciate you, Sid. Is that how you pronounce your name? That actually means the world to me. And the reason I couldn't really read that properly is because of my new like setup. My screen is like very far from me. Like I don't know if you guys can like see it, but like I have it sometimes open on my phone, but that's kind of short as well. That's it. All I'm here to say. Honestly, that does mean the world to me, to be honest. That's it. I do have my AI controller installed. Okay, let's go with something like Control A, Control C. Let's grab plot here. I already have it included. Let's say something like I already have my AI controller included. Okay, let's go ahead and send the code. Okay, but the compiler still doesn't recognize it. This means the AI module isn't linked to your project's build.cs file. There we go. This is what I meant. So I'm gonna go with Control Alt L. Let's go ahead and open my source here. In my source, I'm gonna go ahead and find my build.cs file. Excuse me guys, then kind of open it. Once I've got my build.cs file opened, I'm gonna go ahead and let's say add a build.cs here. For example, I'm gonna add my AI module here, module, and also my navigation systems. there. So I in my public dependency modules, I added my AI module and my navigation system. Once we're done with that, all we gotta do is hit Control S to save the code, Control S to save the code, exit Visual Studio, open my Solution Explorer. Okay, go to something like Documents, Unreal Projects, AI Controller, and I'm gonna right click my what was it called, my U project, go with something like Show More, and generate Visual Studio project files. This is gonna kind of tell my Visual Studio that I've added my AI module and my navigation systems inside of my Unreal Engine or inside of my build.cs file. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and double click to open my project. Now I should be able to run the code. Okay, so let's go ahead and run the code, and this should open my Unreal Engine as well. That's it. Let me just kind of go here and close one of my files. So I have two Visual Studio files open. Why do I have two Visual Studio files open? One is for, there we go. Let me exit my dodge the enemy because I won't be using that, most likely will not. Okay, that's it. Let's see. It still said one failed. Why? Let's go to build.cs. Everything is correct here. Navigation, navigation, SYSTM. So I have my navigation systems up here. That's actually kind of strange. Let's see. Maybe I'm gonna go with Control-A, Control-C, copy that. Let's get Claude here. And guys, one annoying thing about this is that I don't really have time to work on this off stream because I do like studying for my college, and on stream it's like a brand new content for me to work on. Okay, let's say something like, I added, let's say what else did I add? I added my AI module and my NAVIGATION and my navigation system to my build.cs file, and also generated the Visual Studio code, but I still get an error. Okay, let me kind of get my chair button back because my legs are actually kind of killing me. I've been sitting the whole day. And why did it? It's so annoying with the program, like when my prompt doesn't get sent when I hit enter. Okay, wait, look at that. Could not find definition for module navigation systems. Of course, it's always a typo. NAVIGATION. NAVIGATION. Now let's hit Control S to save the code. Hold up, guys, we gotta mute myself. Already mic testing. Alright, let's try to generate my program again. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to go with show more options. Let's generate my Visual Studio project files. Okay, let's wait for it to generate real quick. So it says generating Visual Studio project files. Okay, once it's done with this, I'm going to go ahead and open my Visual Studio. Now it should work because I always mess up with these spellings. So it's let's say out of 10 times I mess up with my spellings like 8 times. Okay, that's let's try running this now. So if I were to go ahead and run the program, let's see what happens. Okay. I still get an error. Okay, let me try reading the error as well this time. So it says, where's the error text? There we go, error project files. What error does it say? It says run behavior tree is the place where I really messed up on. With Control-A, Control-C. I don't know, why can't I really run my behavior tree? I don't see a red underline here. Maybe I might have to watch a few tutorials off stream type stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and get Gemini up here. Let's go ahead and paste this. Go with Shift Enter and say something like, I get that error now. Guys, this is like one very annoying thing when I just try to go on it, or like just try to like raw dog a whole new content just on stream without watching any tutorials on it. That's it. Open simple enemy AI and change the line 5. Include AI controller.h. Change it to AICONTROLLER.h. Wait, that's the same thing. Let me try something else. Okay, delete the intermediate and binary folders. Sometimes Unreal catches bad compilation data. Let's clean it. Close Visual Studio completely, close Unreal Engine completely. In Windows Explorer, you'll see this. Okay, fine, I guess I'll delete intermediate, binary, saved folders. Okay, Hello Vic, have you tried VLine already? Actually, I did not try VLine yet, but I might try it soon. That said, let's go ahead and delete my intermediate. Let's delete my saved. Let's delete my binary. The reason I'm deleting them really confidently is because I did work with deleting them once and it did work. So I think that this might honestly work, but compiling the code does create a save and an intermediate. Okay, let's wait for the program to compile. And guys, I wish that I had like a community post. Actually, not a community post. Wait, today was a Tuesday, right? Oh shoot, I honestly forgot. I should have had like a stream that was not programming today. Okay, I guess tomorrow I'm going to be probably having a stream that's not programming. I honestly forgot that today was a Tuesday. Okay, that's let's see. Okay. I actually have a strong feeling this might honestly work, and I should have worked with Blender today. Okay, but I guess that was kind of stupid of me, but I guess it's fine. Let's go ahead and run the code this time. Now it should work. Okay, let's see. So 1 out of 9. Okay, I think it just takes long to compile the code once. And guys, once I get this to work, I might actually end the stream because I do have like 2 exams tomorrow and I feel like I hardly prepared for them, and I still have it right on the line here. So it says identifier run behavior tree is undefined. Why is it undefined? Should I just perhaps cancel that? Go to build. Okay, let's go to build. Let's go to something like cancel. I'm gonna go with Control S. Now let's go ahead and just build my solution. If build doesn't work, I might try cleaning my solution. If either one of them didn't work, then I will be working on this next stream. I mean, next stream is going to be something that's not programming, because I should have had like a stream that's not programming today, but I actually kind of forgot. So it's going to be tomorrow's stream. That's let's see. How long does it take to build a solution? Because it's not that big of a code, to be honest. Like, I rarely have any content in it. Okay, build started. I feel like once my college over, I might have so much more time to like upload videos. Okay, because if you guys check, my last video was like uploaded a whole month ago. Well, within class. Okay, actually, I might really figure this part out tomorrow because I do gotta go today. That said, let's go to Claude here real quick. Okay, let me see something like to say. I think that I might try to figure what's going wrong tomorrow because I have 2 exams tomorrow, so I need to study for them. That's why I just had a 45-minute stream today and yesterday. ... That said, before I end this stream, is there anything that you want to say to the viewers, question mark? Okay, let's see. And I forgot the enter key does not work. I mean, it does work, but it does not like send its message. Alright, that's a smart decision. Your exams are more important than streaming right now. School comes first. You can build games if you don't. You can't build games if you don't pass your classes. I mean, okay, to your viewers, listen up, Chad. Your streamer here showed you something important today. Real debugging, we fixed an actual logic in Unreal Engine 5 C++ code. That's not easy stuff. I mean, I did not like... Okay, there were like 2 things that we were messing up. I fixed the first one. This was like the second thing that I was working on, which I actually did not have enough time to work on. Next up, prioritization. They stopped to study for exams. That's the right move. Success in game development requires discipline in all areas of life, not just coding. Persistence, we hit compilation errors at the end, but that's normal in a game development. Real developers spend hours debugging. This is the real job. Okay, this is the reality of the job. To you, go ace those exams tomorrow. When you come back, we'll either fix this AI logic issue in the practice project or add combat/health systems to your working Tom/Lisa/boss project. I might actually want to add the combat system. That's it. Study hard. Your brain needs to be sharp for those exams. And remember, the fact that you fixed those spawning bugs today and shows you're really learning. That's progress. Now go study. Don't let me down. Don't let me catch you procrastinating. Good luck for tomorrow. Okay, that's let me go to my main camera. There we go. Alright guys, so basically that was pretty much it for the stream. If you guys did enjoy the stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, like tips my algorithm, share makes you smile, and subscribing click it on top. That said, I just started button streaming on Twitch, YouTube. I will start button streaming on TikTok and Instagram as well. So if you guys really enjoy my content and haven't followed me there, make sure to follow me there. The link is going to be in the description, and it also is on my Discord server. That's why I usually talk to you guys, chat with you guys, have general conversations. The link will be in the description. You guys can get access to my Discord or my socials by either checking my bio or the link in the description, or by typing exclamation Discord in chat for getting the link to my Discord server, or exclamation socials in chat for getting a link of my socials. That's it. I'll catch you guys next live stream or video.